so impressed with how quickly things are coming together.
But maybe not fast enough. The school year's starting and one new campus won't be finished. Officials say they are ready.
The state's speeding up repairs on a dangerous culvert that has already claimed one couple's car.
And a bold kidnapping, the victim narrowly escaping. It's all caught on camera. That's first when the news begins in 15 seconds.
Now, WBRZ News 2 at 10.
A man face-to-face with a gunman kidnapped from a parking lot in Baton Rouge, and new tonight, witnesses fear they are not safe either. The attackers certainly were not shy, abducting a man from a busy apartment complex parking lot off a College Drive this morning. One
of the suspects, 26-year-old James Williams, is locked up, but that is not enough for the people who watched all of this go down. News 2 Sydney Kern live with the new worry.
Michael, Sylvia, this all happened in the parking lot behind this gate, and tonight, even though there is a fence, those who watched it all go down are scared it could happen to them. Kidnapped, just like the victim, because two of the attackers are still on the loose tonight.
Mid-morning, sun shining, people leaving for work, and this happened. 3 men yelling at one other to get in his own car, guns in hand. What you're watching is a bold kidnapping.
They really was on a mission to probably kill this young man, hurt this young man any kind of way.
Multiple people saw the attack.
They kept beating him up, hit him with a gun.
Witnesses not wanting to go on camera out of fear. The person shoved into his own car, lives here at Fairway View Apartments, and just stepped outside.
You can be in your house and somebody's waiting for you outside. Definitely scary.
The suspect showed up in this white Ford Fusion, drove the victim 10 minutes away. The victim told police he was being threatened, told they were going to kill him. Then, near the Government Edison intersection, the male saw a cop car and decided to risk it, jumping out of the moving car to escape his kidnappers.
So for you to jump out of a moving car, it must be something real serious going on.
Officers went after the suspects. They too jumped out and fled. The car stopped shortly after when it hit a home.
Whoever the person is behind this, they're not going to give up, not going to stop.
Only 1 of 3 arrested. James Williams facing aggravated robbery and battery. Those who saw this violent incident are worried, wondering what's going to happen next.
Are they still at large? You know, apparently the guy is still living, so is it over?
And now those who live near the victim says he looks like the victim is in his 20s, and he keeps to himself around the apartment complex. The victim told police that the attack stems from him testifying in court against someone that the suspects know. We're live in Baton Rouge. Sydney Kern, WBRZ News 2.
Sydney, thank you. There is a news conference tomorrow in Port Allen on the death of Joseph Richardson. His family and National Civil Rights Attorney Ben Crump will be there. Autopsy results released today confirm Richardson was shot in the back of the neck. Investigators have not revealed much about what happened last week, but what we do know, a deputy shot Richardson while serving a warrant at that motel. Richardson's girlfriend was in that room as well. She posted bail on drug charges last night. The deputy is still on leave.
To a news alert now at 10 o'clock, a hospital patient is formally charged with manslaughter in the death of a nurse in Baton Rouge. In April, Jesse Guillory got into a fight with another hospital worker at Baton Rouge General. When nurse Lynn Trexillo tried to intervene, Guillory grabbed her neck and shoved her head into a desk. Trexillo died a week later from blood clots caused by that attack.
A father in Tangipahoa Parish has pled guilty to vehicular homicide in a crash that killed his 5-year-old son. Tony Gallo will serve 18 years in prison with credit for time served. He was driving drunk in March of last year when he hit a concrete barrier. His son suffered head trauma and died.
The coroner has identified the driver killed in a fiery crash on Airline Highway last week. 47-year-old Warren Carter III was driving near Cedar Crest last Thursday when he hit a light pole. His vehicle caught fire, burning Carter's body so badly it could not be identified immediately.
Only minor injuries in a wreck involving a Baton Rouge fire truck at North Acadian and Fairfield tonight. Police say the truck had its lights and sirens on when another vehicle ran into it. Paramedics brought the other people in that car to the hospital.
New at 10 o'clock, children return to classrooms in Ascension Parish next week, but one new campus will not be completed in time. Now school officials have to change some aspects of the school day. News 2's Johnston Von Springer here now with the reason for this delay.
Sylvia, school officials are placing the blame directly on weather, but even with construction carrying over into the school year, teachers and staff at Bullion Primary are showing no signs of panic. It's not playground equipment, but rather construction equipment you'll find outside of the brand new Bullion Primary School in Prairieville. And that scaffolding and this forklift will be around even after the first school bell rings.
I say we had plans A to Z in place in case this didn't work out for us.
While all the classrooms will be ready in time for kids next Thursday, portions of the school will remain incomplete, including the cafeteria and library. For those 550 students attending Bullion, Principal Marguerite Guillot has had to make some changes to their school day.
We've worked out a plan with the district to have our food prepared and cooked at Oak Grove, which is a school that's right across the street from us, within a couple of miles.
As for the library, she's taking a more mobile approach.
One of the things that I've talked to my librarian about is doing library on wheels. She will still go into the classrooms and still work with the students on library skills and library lessons.
While having kids on campus as construction continues isn't ideal, Guillot says they've always known it was a possibility.
The construction project started as a 12-month project, which was very ambitious. Most construction projects of this magnitude take 18 months.
She adds that it will be all hands on deck for a while, but assures parents their kids' education will not suffer.
Instruction will not be interrupted in any way, shape, or form.
The school district expects construction to be fully complete by late September or early October. Michael?
Johnston Von Springer in studio. JVS, thank you. Construction's on hold tonight for a housing complex at the Premier Concrete Factory in Livingston Parish. That is on Highway 16 right near Watson. They're trying to build a dormitory on site, but Parish Councilman Gary Talbert says the company did not get the proper permits first and the public was not able to give input.
The whole community needs to be able to go to the Planning Commission and say what's on their mind with respect to this development.
Well, an attorney for Premier Concrete says all necessary permits have now been approved. The parish attorney will give input at the next council meeting. That's on August the 8th. The public will be able to comment at that meeting.
Also due at 10 o'clock in Livingston, the state declared an emergency repair for a damaged culvert. This is on Kane Market Road or Highway 1024 near Walker. The plan is to have the road repaired by the time school starts August 9th. If it is not completely repaired, it will at least be temporarily passable. A couple was injured this weekend when they drove into that collapsed culvert early Saturday morning. They are expected to be okay.
We have a traffic alert tonight. The middle and right lanes heading eastbound on the bridge going to be closed briefly tomorrow night. 2 lanes will be shut down from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Thursday morning so crews can repair the bridge's deck. That's from the LA1 overpass to the 10-110 split. Both the south and north entrance ramps from LA1 to I-10 will also be closed.
You can expect more traffic jams on Sherwood Forest Boulevard. City Parish plans to put down new asphalt in the next few weeks. Potholes, bumps, and torn up concrete will finally be smoothed over. Project was delayed last month when high water levels on the Mississippi River kept barges from bringing the asphalt here. The water has gone down, allowing the barges to start their journey. It'll still take about 2 weeks to get to Baton Rouge. City Parish hopes to have that asphalt in place by September.
The ongoing Government Street road diet's taking its toll on restaurant Pit and Peel. The owner there, Vaughn Rayborn, is considering moving to a new location. He says the construction is slowing down foot traffic. Work to turn Government Street from 4 lanes down to 2 is behind schedule by 6 months. It's not going to wrap up until next summer. Rayborn says moving downtown might be the best option.
We're barely down to any customers. I mean, I've only had probably 12 for the week, since Friday, and I've seen a $27,000 decrease in sales.
Pit and Peel plans to partner with a new Squeaky Pete's bar that's downtown.
Tomorrow is the deadline for homeowners affected by the 2016 flood to officially accept grant money from Restore Louisiana. Restore told us earlier this month 1,300 people were issued an award amount but had not closed on their grant. Homeowners have until midnight tomorrow to accept or notify Restore of an obstacle blocking them. The federal grant money stems from the duplication of benefits fix.
All right, some minor street flooding today in Livingston Parish, and as you can see that had deputies putting up some high water signs. This right here along Highway 16 right near Myers Road. You just saw right there that deputy was standing in ankle-deep water. Josh, a little bit intense this afternoon.
Yeah, those summer storms have done this here forever. Michael, you and I were talking about it earlier, but we see these flooding issues seemingly cropping up more aggressively with each summer storm now. Right along Highway 16 and the Amite River, as we pointed out, this storm cell lasting from about 4 to 7, and radar estimating that about 1 to 3 inches of rain fell over that area just to the north of Denham Springs. And really, this occurred in a short stretch of time, and that's going to overwhelm those drainage systems and create issues like what we saw earlier. Now, it's much quieter out there at this hour. In fact, most of the clouds have broken up. Not a bad evening out there, save for being a little bit muggy, with temperatures in the middle 70s across the board. 76 in Baton Rouge and Morgan City. We have 72 degrees in Hammond. Here's Futurecast showing us that a quiet night will ensue into tomorrow morning. Not much happening, so we look for a low temperature of 73 degrees with a partly cloudy sky. Will the rain chances be up or down tomorrow? We'll take a look at that in the 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Michael, Sylvia, back to you.
All right, Josh, thanks. Coming up next at 10 o'clock, hackers could be targeting schools across Louisiana. We'll tell you what one school system's now doing to keep student data safe.
And on WBRZ Plus, this one probably not in the playbook. We'll tell you why this team could use some more practice at 10:35 on Cox Cable Channel 1011, ETEL 2, and our streaming sites. We will be right back.